Hi everyone, welcome to Gua Sha Facial Massage. So we're going to start with moisturizing the face. So find your favorite facial oil. I absolutely love the Holy Hair and Everywhere oil by Pepper Lee. And you really only need a couple drops here. Start with less, you can always add more. So rubbing it in the hand and then all the way across the entire face, moving from the center of the face all the way out to the hairline. Make sure you moisturize the neck, the chin, even the back of the neck and the collarbones and the chest as well. Making sure that everything has a nice coverage of the facial oil. And once you are fully moisturized, you'll find your Gua Sha stone. And you'll find that each stone has different edges and points, all of which will fit nicely to the different contours of the face. And now we'll start at the neck. So beginning from the base of the ear and jaw, gentle sweeping motions down the neck to the collarbone, and give it a little wiggle here at the collarbone. So we're just moving the lymph down the neck, now across the bottom of the jaw, downwards. So these are gentle sweeping motions, and we'll do it to both sides. So flushing one side along the jaw and ear, and then move to the other side. So beginning with the neck, this is crucial for effective lymphatic drainage, moving in a downward motion with these gentle downward strokes. And now that we've cleared out the neck, we will start the massage. So using the edge of the stone, in a similar motion, we're going to apply a little more pressure now to the bottom edge of that jawbone. So starting to contour along the bottom of the jaw all the way to the ear. And then you can even bring the stone and start to carve along the muscles on the side of the neck, under the base of the skull, and even down the back of the neck, using a little bit of pressure here as you massage those neck muscles. And then flushing out the neck. Now you'll use that little divot in the stone to carve along that jaw bone. So bringing it across from the middle of the chin all the way to the ear, and then bringing it down the neck. Now using kind of the flatter edge of the stone, bringing it across the bottom of the chin and jaw here. Little up and down motions along that jaw muscle, the masseter, as we start to release tension at those attachments of the muscle to the jawbone. Using that flat edge, now moving along the cheek, all the way to that jaw muscle. Those up and down movements, using a nice comfortable pressure here all the way to the ear. Bringing it across the muscle. And then you can smooth out the lip, so flushing the lymph from the lip and the nose across the cheek, and then eventually flushing it down, bringing it down the neck to the collarbone. Next, we're going to turn the stone to that rounder edge, moving along the cheek, but this time now pressing into that cheekbone, the zygomatic process, using a little bit of an upward pressure, getting to any little pressure points that feel good. You could pause as long as you want to as you move along this bone, and then little zigzags along that jaw muscle. We can even start to lengthen and strip the fibers here of the muscle, opening the jaws. You bring the stone down. And the same thing, opening the jaws, you move the stone up. So just releasing all tension here in the jaw. And then flushing out the cheek. So lighter motions here as you kind of flush through after each section. Along the cheek, down the neck, the chin, the bottom of the jaw. And next we're going to use kind of more the flatter edge of the stone to gently sweep across the under eye area. So being careful as you address the under eye, sweeping the tool from the inner corner of your eyes outwards to the temples helps to reduce puffiness and dark circles, and use this upward sweeping motion all the way into the hairline. So sweeping up into the hairline, little zigzags along the temporalis muscle behind the ear, and you can even scrape down the back of the neck, getting to those neck muscles once more. Now moving into the brow, using that flat edge of the stone with an upward pressure. You can even hold the lid here gently down as you move the stone from the brow bone up the forehead into the hairline. So a lift of the brow, and then bring the stone up into the hairline across the frontalis muscle here. So softening the muscles of the forehead as well as this brow lift. All the way across the entire brow and first half of the forehead. So even pressing the stone right into the corner of the eye there and slowly lifting and bringing it up and over. And then bringing the stone across the forehead. So moving from the center across the forehead into the hairline. Just flushing the lymph over and out. And then one last pass along the entire face as you complete one half of the face. And take a moment to just notice the difference between the side you just worked and the other side. And when you're ready, once again, a little flush down the neck on side 2, working the neck to the collarbone. And then start to contour with some pressure along the bottom of the jawbone, from the ear down to the neck. That little nook of the stone as you place the jawbone right in the middle there, as you contour along the edge from the center of the chin across the jaw to the ear, and then down the neck. I forgot to do it here, but massaging those side muscles of the neck as well as the back of the neck too are really great to do here. And then moving on to the bottom of the jaw and chin. So right under the lip, across the jaw, into that masseter, those zigzagging motions. I'm moving a little faster here on this side. And there you can see now I'm getting to those neck muscles. And next we'll move to the cheek. So gliding from the lip, across the cheek, and down the neck. Starting to use some pressure here, zigzagging along the masseter, that jaw muscle. Moving down, off the chin, down the side of the neck to the collarbone. And now smoothing out the lip Smoothing out those smile lines and along the nose. And here I'm starting to add pressure already along that zygomatic arch, that cheekbone, all the way to the ear. With that curved edge, that upward pressure across, and then down the masseter, off the ear and down the neck. So playing with pressure here, playing with the sides of the stone, finding what works best for you, and then just flushing through once more. Sweeping across and down. And now we'll do the cheekbone again, so that specific pressure. Finding any pressure points. Really working that jaw muscle. So stripping along the jaw, bringing the stone down as we open, and then moving the stone up as we open again. And flushing through. And next we move to the under eye area again. And again, this is a light pressure as you move across the eye, up into the temple. So gentle across the eye. And then once you pass the eye, you can use a little more pressure here as you move upwards through the hairline to the temple. And a few sweeps here. Bringing it up through the temple and maybe even down the back of the neck. And from there, it's the brow lift. So if you'd like, you can do a gentle tug of the lid down as you pull the lid upwards. So moving the stone up, drawing the brow up across the forehead. That upward lifting through the forehead into the hairline, across the entire brow. So starting from the outer brow and working your way in. Playing with the stone again, finding that pressure all the way into that corner of the eye and brow. Moving it up and across the frontalis muscle, so the muscle of the forehead. And then sweeping it across the face, so from the center of the forehead to the outside, along the hairline. And there you go. You can always finish with the entire forehead, so moving and working both sides, kind of evening everything out. And one last pass across the entire face, so the under eye, down the jaw, along the cheek, and down both sides. Along the lower jaw, to the ear, to the collarbone. And then flush out the neck. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed this self-care practice of the Gua Sha facial, feeling relaxed, rejuvenated, and thank you for joining.